That seemed to answer a lot of mine. I think we talked a little bit about the post office. Someone had a question about just like, are there a lot of concerns about because of the state of the post office? Is that affecting anything? Are you getting feedback about that at all?
Yeah, people are worried. And if
Yeah,
you're worried, go drop your ballot off instead of
sure.
putting it in the mail. We have a good relationship with the post office. That is the kind of regional post office that Minnesota is in. Our director of elections meets with folks at the post office on a regular basis to just talk about different issues. Um, I just heard from a county auditor in Lyon County in Marshall, Minnesota, who said that he has a great relationship with his local post office. And so his local post office will actually snag ballots out of the pile so that they don't go to Minneapolis and back, make sure they get post stamped and bring them directly to the local elections office. Now, that's an amazing relationship with your local post office. I haven't heard that from anybody else, but yeah, people are definitely concerned. And the biggest thing that I would say is vote as early in the absentee balloting process as you can. And if you're nervous, drop it off.
Great. Thanks. Anything to add, Patty? For you? No? Okay. I think maybe this might be able to be our last question, but I think it's a good one, and you can expand on it. But just how many women do you see involved in as election judges, but just involved in voting voting in general, but also as part of like you two who are leaders in all of this process? How much do you see women as part of that?
Go ahead, Patty.
It was mostly women when I was in the managing of the elections in the counties. I don't know why. It's kind of an exciting job. You never know what's going to happen day by day. It's a huge planning event. Most county auditors that are still elected have staff that run the elections for them. And you do see more women in the field than men in Minnesota anyway.
I agree with Patty. Like I said, I've only been to a polling place twice in my life. I don't have a lot of experience with that. We don't track that data because because election judges are hired so locally. There's no kind of tracking on who these people are, no kind of formal tracking. We also don't track data around, the things we get asked most commonly are about racial makeups and gender makeups, and we don't track that. Think about when you register to vote, you don't answer your race, you don't answer your gender, and so we don't keep that data. All of the data you hear around racial and gender breakdowns of voters is not through the data that comes from our office, it's through different kinds of polling and surveying. Steve and I've met, I think, every single county auditor or elections director across Minnesota. I think that they do tend to skew a little bit towards women. I also think that just people who work in county auditors' offices around the state do skew towards women. I have a little bit of like weird gender feelings around what the content of the work is. The work is not work that you get recognition and praise for in any capacity. It is hard work. I shouldn't say in any capacity. Steve thanks every single one of them. But it's not work that you're in the paper for. It's not work that you get to do lots of cool public speaking and this and that. It's showing up every day and flipping through tons of absentee ballots to see if they're accepted or rejected, and to do a lot of little technical things that I personally just think that women are more willing to like sit down and do the work and get things done to make sure that they're taken care of, even though they're not necessarily getting the fame and recognition and praise for it, if that makes sense at all. So that's some real gender stereotyping involved in there that I'm not 100% comfortable with, but I think that it is work that women are just more willing to see that this needs to be done and done well, and so they take it upon themselves to do it well. Yeah. The only other thing I'll throw out is the chief of staff in our office is a woman named Julie Strother, who is my absolute personal hero. She's an amazing, phenomenal woman who also has 2 small children and appears to do it all and is fabulous. So I just want to throw out there that she is an amazing human being who inspires me regularly.
Great. Well, thank you, Erica, for facilitating that portion. And I know we're tight on time, and I want to be really cognizant of people's schedules. Just a couple things, couple takeaways for me is if you have questions on voting, please reach out to the Secretary of State's office. They have a great website with resources. You can call them. Reach out to your county elections department. And if you have any questions, just go on their website, call them. Great customer service from both our Secretary of State and our county elections offices. So please do that. We are going to close here. I want to thank the presenters. I want to thank all my my webinar buddies who helped me pull this off today. I thank the audience for you and your questions. We will be posting the recording and all the resources that we had in the chat today will be up on the website. We are also today, Hannah Lepper, one of our interns, was taking doing some summary notes. So we'll do a little bit of a synopsis of the meeting too. So just to let you know, we're going to be continuing to have webinars. The next one's really going to be around how do rural women get their news? What are our news sources for getting news? So that will be coming your way soon. I just want to thank everybody. There'll be a survey link coming with follow-up, and we encourage your feedback to find out what do you want to learn more about and what can we do to help rural women. So thanks so much, everyone. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you to our speakers.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, everyone.